Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over the mailbox. Let us begin. Okay, so today we're going to be going over the mailbox for the week, and to be quite frank, I haven't really posted all that much this week. Going into the mailbox for this week, we can have a look at how much gold we've actually got. We've got 191 sales, and to be quite frank, I've only really posted only about 3 of these days, and that's about it for the week. So I expect to have a little bit less, but judging by this, I've actually broken even by the first clean out, which is actually really good when it comes towards my crafting and everything of that effect. Now, that being said, when it comes towards everything, we can then add up and see how much gold we've actually produced. For our first mailbox clean out, we've got 175,643 gold in our mailbox for our first 100 items. The items of note for this week are definitely the titanium bars, which we used with our transmutation master to proc additional materials from this, which I've got on my TSM profile, which is also on the Patreon. But aside from that, what I've actually made it do is that let it calculate the profit for the titanium bars and or the other different types of transmutations, so I can actually calculate for those additional procs, and thus I can actually craft them at a profit. That being said, 75,000 gold for that is pretty dang good. We've got something here for 3,000 gold, which is our blood scale armor set, which is very good as well. Another keynote item is the steel bound harness, which is a mount from blacksmithing that you get from the Legion expansion, and I believe it's from Tichondrius on anything above normal difficulty to actually obtain. Correct me in the comments if I'm actually wrong with that one. The other thing is our transmutation master once again with 978 Sun's Radiance for 18,280 gold. Pretty dang good. And we sold 530 handful of obsidian bolts for 8,149 gold and 115 enchanted leather for 8,283 gold. The other items of note are enchanted leather once again, 69 of that for 4,970 gold. We've got the Titan Steel Shield Wall, which is a transmog set from the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, which is very cheap to actually produce at the moment, for 3,770 gold. And that is our first mailbox clean out. Overall, I'm rather happy with how it's actually turned out for this week, and looking at this, that the transmutes are still holding strong. So let's pull in all of this gold as we go forward, and we'll see how much we can actually pull in for our next load of our mailbox. So for our next mailbox clean out, we have a total of 125,801 gold. The items of note for this is definitely the titanium bars, once again, 118 of those for 12,566 gold. The enchanted leather, which worked out rather well for us. The volatile blasting triggers, we sold 101 of those for 4,189 gold. They're incredibly cheap to create, so that's why I created so many of them, and they're just flying off the shelves. The next thing is the floating shards glyph for 3 of those for 3,670 gold. The grimoire of the Wrath Guard, which is 5,702 gold for 4 of those. The Icebane girdle, 2,791 of those. And the Tiger's titanium bars once again, 29 of those for 2,937 gold. And our last but not least, from our last mailbox clean out, we have the wonderful 1006 enchanted leather for 81,373 gold. I was expecting this one at the bottom of our mailbox, as it actually popped up right on our last mailbox clean out, so I'm really happy with that. As you can see there's a massive disparity between which days I actually posted and sold things. But other than that, 125,801 gold. So let's pull all of that gold in. That is basically the mailbox. Our grand total for the week for our mailbox cleanout is 301,444 gold. The transmutation master is working really well at this moment in time, especially to bring in lots of gold, and I'm really happy with that, as our auction house is currently being really good at the moment and is just stocking up nicely every single day. We've also got a few sales already for today. and we're still at like 5 million's worth of value on the auction house. Alongside that, if you want any additional gold making resources or information, or even a ton of video guides to actually get you started with any possible ways of gold making, then you can always head over towards the Patreon. Other than that, guys, have an awesome rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.